How's it going, everyone? My name is Michael SK, and welcome back to Wonderful Everyday. We have entered an epilogue, and I think this is the first time that we've entered an epilogue, which I'm assuming means that we've reached an ending of some sort. This is actually titled, what is this titled? It's titled Hill of Sunflowers, which is definitely not Jabberwocky 2, which is what we were into in the last episode. This was actually the last save. So I guess we've reached an ending of some sort, and this is our epilogue. I'm not exactly sure how this all works, but I'm guessing that after this is or this will be the indication that I'll have to go back to that one choice in Jabberwocky 1, make the other choice, and see what goes on there. I'm assuming. I actually have no idea. In terms of advice in the comments or anything like that, just so you guys know, with this whole coronavirus thing that's going on and the fact that there's a lot of social isolation that's being recommended, I have a lot of that going on right now. I don't exactly have an exciting life, and plus with school, it's basically forcing me to stay home. So I'm probably going to be recording a lot of this going forward. I don't know how much there is left. If there's a lot left, then I'm pretty sure advice will be all right for later events, but for right now, I actually just do not know how much more there is left. And so just so you guys know, I'm recording ahead. So as these episodes come out, who knows, I could probably be hours ahead. It's probably an exaggeration. But yeah, let's jump into this. Enough rambling. Ooh.
たく、何言ってるのよ。そんな大した距離じゃないわよ。だいたい誰もあんたのことなんて呼んでないでしょ。
I guess it's nice to see a master in his regular garb.
はさきちゃん大丈夫なの？こんな山道。
全然平気ですよ。
I mean, she is a bit older. A summer day. We walked along the side of the road. The rays of a summer sun pierced us. A blue sky stretched overhead. Great white clouds dotted the sky. The trees were full of green. We walked through just such a scene, Every time the wind blew, I smelled the wild grass, the babbling of a brook, the smell of earth under our feet. My father was born in this town. It was called Sawaimura, which I'm probably still pronouncing wrong, but no one has corrected me yet in the comments, so I think we're good. I know a lot about this village. For instance, I know the autumn breeze, the season when the valleys of Sawaimura are dyed with a beautiful scarlet sunset. When I first saw the trees bathed in scarlet, I was at a loss for words. When they saw that too, Tomo-ni-san and Yuki-san laughed at me. Oh, are we following Haseki now? Who knows anymore? For instance, I know the chill of winter. The winters here are colder than in Tokyo. The clouds floating in from the ocean sprinkle endless snowflakes upon the village. During the winter, all the children romp through a snowy wonderland, throwing snowballs, building snowmen, and even constructing little igloos. For a child, it was heaven on earth. That's one of the best memories I have of my childhood. For instance, I know the greening spring. The spring in Sawaimura brings change to every pastoral landscape. The white land is suddenly alive with green. The cherry blossoms fall upon yesterday's snows. The one season when the cherry blossoms are free to dance. The season where we see life in all of its vigor. And the budding of new green leaves on all of the trees. I like the cherry blossoms, but I love to watch the green buds upon the Zelkova's branches. The sun filtering through an early spring canopy is perhaps more precious than any of the world's treasures. Then, when in the verdant green of the Zelkova gradually deepens into a lusher shade. Summer comes. The summer in Sawaimura is hot and muggy. The beams of the sun seem to illuminate the entire world. But the shade under a tree's boughs can be far cooler than any shelter from the sun in Tokyo. Sawaimura is just such a village.
いやー、なんでこんな村に戻ってきたんでしょうかね。
Also, if we're following Kimiko, why do we see her?
まあ確かに保釈中ですし、行動はわかるんですけど、こっちとしては迷惑な話ですね。
I was finally starting to enjoy the atmosphere out here in the mountains when Kimura-san spoiled the mood with his complaints.
気分ぶち壊しです。
Why is he here? I'm assuming that the group is getting out and about.
え、
You know,
なんで僕がいると気分ぶち壊しなの？
now that the situation has died down in some sort of way.
そりゃそうでしょう。久しぶりの田舎なんだから。だいたい迷惑とか誰もあんたなんか呼んでないわよ。勝手についてきてさ。
I mean, Kimura technically helped out.
まあそうなんですけど、これも仕事なんでね。
たく、もうほとんど無罪確定なんだから、ついてきたって面白い記事なんて書けないわよ。
まあ世間的にはまだ気になることが多いんですよ。
だから言葉わからない人ね。この村に関わることなんて記事にしたら普通に殺すわよ。静かな村なんだからかき回さないでよ。
はい、善処します。
The end of summer. It was a month after that happened. For some reason, it was decided that a ceremony would be held in honor of my father. That's why we were walking along the same familiar road. The same road where we walked next to our father. I walked this same road the first time I came to Sawaimura with my father. The promised place. That's how I thought of it back then. Even now, this place makes my heart race. Last time I was here with my father. Even then, my heart was racing. It was the first time I met my Nissan. I heard that we lived together 3 years before that, but I was too young to remember. I didn't know what kind of person he was. My heart raced with anticipation.
とも兄さん。
はさき、
The person who turned to look at me was my brother. It was just like the first time we met. He looked scary, but he was actually an incredibly kind brother.
とも兄さん、待った。
ああ、すげえ待った。ほら見ろよ、こんな時間だぞ。
ってなんであんた目覚まし時計持ってきてるのよ。
この村じゃあんまり時間気にしないからな。腕時計とか持ってないんだよ。
We really should. That'd probably be a little bit more natural.
え、携帯電話とかは？
バカか。アンテナ立ってるわけないだろ。
You can still tell the time.
なんですと？それ困るよ。だってさ、会社から緊急の連絡とか来たらさ。
だからさ、誰もあんたのことなんて呼んでないんだから帰ればいいでしょうね。
逆になんで来たんですか、木村さん。
取材だよ。
へえ、仕事熱心なんですね。でもこの村での出来事とか書いたら普通に殺しますよ。
Like master, like student, or some shit like that.
ダメ、そう言って僕の D3 とか狙わないで。
たく、なんなんだかこの男は。
I kinda like him. He's comedic relief and also kind of weird, but, you know, at least it's something.
普通に保釈されたね。
何でも社会復帰を阻害することになりかねないとかなんとか。
まあ、あれだけ多重人格の証拠があればね。特に君の場合はあの事件を刺されてまで止めようとした事実もあるし。
でも病院にも入れられませんでしたけどね。
Yeah, I'm kinda surprised too.
だってもういないんだろ、間宮拓司君は。
そうですね。
Mamiya Takushi's personality never surfaced again after that day. Or rather, no one else's personality ever took control of my body again. Oh, now we're following Tomosane. Or were we from... No, we weren't following him from the beginning. That's weird. From the time I wake up in the morning until the time I sleep at night, I live my life normally, without a hint of discontinuity. All the symptoms of dissociative identity disorder were completely cured. Wow.
まあ間宮拓司君は目的を果たしたんだろうからもう現れる必然もないよね。
Yeah, wait, what's the story on all that? Like, did they pretty much just leave it at, you know, multiple students jumped off the fucking school rooftop thinking that they were gonna float off into the moon or some shit?
さあ、間宮の家まで歩くわよ。
まだ歩くんですか？
Welcome to the country, bud.
当たり前です。というか本当に木村さん帰った方がいいですよ。
そんなこと言わないでよ。冷たいな。
ただいま。
お、友さね早いね。あ、ゆきさんですね。
Hmm.
ゆきねえだよ。久しぶり、はさきちゃん。
So wait, you're telling me that she never actually died? Did he not even know?
どうしたんですか？早く家の中に入りましょうよ。
そうね。
No, wait. I'm kind of lost there. Will we get clarity on that, please? When I was released, I was entrusted to this village. I'm sure that part of it was just because they didn't want the mass media to harass me. But I'm also certain that's not the only reason why the doctors decided this village would be the best place for me. So now I have to travel to the nearest city once a week to see a psychologist. And that's understandable.
で、どうだった？久しぶりの山道はさ。ゆきさんはどうでした？私はもともとがこの村の生まれだからあんまり気にならないよ。
何言ってるんだよ。ネットが使えねえとか最初騒いでたじゃねえかよ。
だってさ、アンサイクロペディアとかで調べ物できないんだよ。世の中知らないことばかりなのに。
Encyclopedia. Got it.
いや、どこの世界にアンサイクロペディアで調べ物するやつがいるんだよ。せめてウィキペディアにしておけよ。
Okay.
アンサイクロペディアをなめるなよ。
Is that real?
いや、そんなこと力説されても。
でも結構早く着きました。そうだね。もっと遅くなると思ったよ。
いや、それでも15分ぐらい遅刻だからな。待たされる身にもなってくれ。
The end of summer. Even at the end of summer, the sun shone high in the sky. What the fuck? Gathered strength far off in the distance. Cumula... Okay, I'm not even gonna try. I sound like an idiot. And I probably look like one too. Those clouds would probably rain torrents of water later. The season was coming to an end. The day of Dad's death had finally come. It had been 8 years since that day. And so we all returned to that same village. Sawaimura. It's the place where Hasaki and I met, and the place where I met Yuki and Master as well. Well, I was living with Hasaki for a while before, but she was just a baby, so she didn't remember me. Tomorrow they would hold a ceremony for my father. Though this year wasn't actually a notable anniversary of his death. The closest would be the 10th anniversary, but it still hadn't been quite 10 years, excuse me there. But our grandmother, who still lives here, said that it was normal to hold a ceremony for the 7th anniversary of a death in the Buddhist tradition. I told her that it had actually been 8 years since he died, of course. I think that this ceremony was really being held for my sake. It had been a long time since I came back to this village. I don't care about those stuffy Buddhist anniversary traditions. I'm sure a lot of my old acquaintances would come back to the village if we held an event. That's probably why they were doing it. I mean, yeah, Tomosane finally returned to his senses, so... You know, why not? A monk came to see us at the temple. He recited some kind of sutra. I listened to the boring sutra. Will he just get on with it already? That's all I was thinking. I appreciated all the stuff that my grandmother was doing for me, but it was honestly just a pain. I looked out the window. The bright rays of the sun still rained down on the land outside.
空青いね。
It is.
坊さんがお経読んでる時に喋るなよ。
青い空っていいよね。
お前嫌いだって言ってただろ。
なんだよ。その後にちゃんと青空も好きだって言っただろ。
それはタバコの火が消えないからとか理由だろ。
なんだよ。そんなことで好きになったらダメなのかよ。
ユキさんって青空嫌いだったんですか？
まあね。なんだろう。空が怖いんじゃね？
空が怖い。
だってさ、私ってば空から落ちてるし。
それ言ったら私なんか2回も落ちてます。
でもさ、ちゃんと生きてるじゃん。1回目は私、2回目は友実が守ってくれたからさ。
Okay, I'm going on a whim to say that Yuki's actually not here. This is all Tomosane again. It would explain Hasaki's, I guess, approach to making sure that that was Yuki speaking, and Master's reaction, as well as the fact that Kumida didn't notice anything.
ああ、俺はちゃんと生きて帰ってきたがな。
There we go.
そりゃお前がヒーローだからだろ。ヒーローは死なないだろ。
ヒーローは死なないか。
法要が終わったらさ、またあのひまわり見に行こうよ。
いいですね。
行こうぜ。
葉崎大丈夫なのか？遠いぞ。
大丈夫に決まってるよ。だって小さい時に登れたもん。
でもあの頃はこの年に慣れてただろう。今じゃずっと都会暮らしだ。
もし歩けなくなったら友実がおぶっていくから問題ないだろ。
勝手に決めるな。
なんだよ、ヒーローなんだろ。
なんでヒーローがそんな何でも屋みたいなことになってるんだよ。
すごい。
Them be the bright-ass sunflowers.
ひまわりだらけだな。
私らも今年見るの初めてだな。
そうなの？
うん。葉崎ちゃん来るからその時に一緒に見ようって決めてたんだよ。
Decided. We didn't really make a decision like that, but we had a sort of unspoken agreement. But if we were going to go see them, there's no reason why we wouldn't wait for Hasaki to be with us. This hill is one of those places.
なんかひまわりってこんな大きかったんだ。
そうだね。
私あれから大きくなったからあの時よりもひまわりが小さく見えると思ってたよ。
Oh, those fuckers can be extremely tall.
どっちにしてもひまわりは人間より大きいからね。逆にさ、花の部分に近づいた分大きく見えるのかもね。
ああ、そうか。あの頃は小さすぎてそのてっぺんがよく見えなかったから。
そういうことだね。まあ世の中には自分が大きくなっても大きいまんまなものもあるってことだよ。
そうですね。ひまわりはずっと大きかった。
なんだよ、さっきから黙って。何？相変わらずひまわりは陰気臭いってか？死人に手向けられる花みたいだって。
いや、あんまりそうとは思わないけどな。
そっか、それはよかった。
そうなのか？
だってさ、もう死人に花を手向ける必要はないだろ。
死人に手向ける花はないか。
そういうこと。
坂登ろうよ。
We climbed to that same hilly road. Or up that same hilly road, excuse me. Hasaki laughed and played as we walked. When she was young, it was really hard for her to climb this hill. Even that foggy hilltop in the distance, which she thought she could never reach, was now a pleasant walk to the top. That was a scene which changed with the passing of time. Yeah?
すごい綺麗。すごい空がこんなに大きい。
Now wait until we show you the end sky.
こん
Now
な
that's
だ
a
った
big
ん
sky
だ
right
な
there.
この丘の風景って。
そうだな。
Even in my memory, the view from the hill was always beautiful. But at that moment, it was even more beautiful than I remembered. It was a perfectly ordinary landscape. It was a perfectly ordinary world. This scene will probably never ever change. And it was very beautiful.
ユキ。いつまでなんだ。
何が？
いつまでもこのままってわけにはいかないんだろう。
空綺麗だね。
あ、
エロゲとかだとさ、実は生き量でユキさんは実は生きてましたとかあるんだけどね。
お前の墓はちゃんとあるよ。
Okay, yeah. Yuki's gone, that's for
そ
sure.
うそう。だいぶ前に私の体を燃やされて灰になっちまってるんだよね。
The night that I came to Sawaimura, Yuki came back to me. But unlike before, her personality didn't take the place of mine. She just hung around in my vicinity, like some kind of ghost.
お前って幽霊なのか。
さあ、脳の不具合じゃないの？
Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna go with that one.
なら幻覚か。
そうじゃないの？だってそうじゃないと。
そうじゃないと。
ユキさん、クローバーがありますよ。
マジで？じゃあ四つ葉もあるかもよ。
A giggling Yuki ran over to Hasaki. A hallucination. If she was a hallucination, then the fact that Hasaki could see her too means that... I looked up at the blue sky. The sky is the most distant world that a human could ever lay eyes upon. You could even say the distance separating us from the world is infinite. And that's what we have hanging above us at all times, spread over our heads. If you think about it, that's really bizarre. We live on the ground surrounded by finite things, small things, things which change as time passes. Those are the things we're surrounded by as we live out our lives. We live out our normal lives surrounded by those things. But directly above us, there's something that none of us can ever reach. None of us can ever know where that limit even lies. The infinite is always spread over our heads. Hanging above this common scene, there is an infinite vastness which is always present. That's just the world we live in.
神秘とは世界がいかにあるかではなく、世界があるというそのことである。
限界づけられた全体として世界を感じること。これが神秘なのだ。かい？
ああ、そうだな。どうだ？四つ葉のクローバーは見つかったか？
全然見つからないよ。
そうか。
The two of them were trying with all their might to find a four-leaf clover. Why do they need to find something like that? I remember searching for four-leaf clovers when I was a child, but I never managed to find one. A four-leaf clover. For some reason, that word made me recall the image of a golden angel in my memory. One golden angel is worth a prize toy. By the way, you can get a prize for 5 silver angels too. And it's just that in my mind, the four-leaf clover that I could never find, it's just like one of those rare golden angels. Since you could trade just one golden angel for a prize. When I told Hasaki about it, she said,
金のエンジェルは出ないけど、銀のエンジェルは結構出るんだよ。私は何度も出たことがあったもん。
Then you've gotten the prize before?
4枚ぐらいまで集まるんだけどさ、最後の1枚が全然出なくて、そのうち忘れちゃって。最後の1枚が出た時に思い出すんだよね。ああ、4枚まで集めてたのに。
She had 4 at one point, but she lost them somewhere. Even though she carefully collected them for so long, Eventually, she lost interest and forgot about them. When she finally found the last one, she remembered that she'd been collecting them.
四つ葉のクローバー見つからないな。
I remember when I used to look for those. I never did find one. If you can't find it, then you keep looking. Or you need to keep looking. You can just keep looking until you find it. But once you do find it, if Yuki or Hasuki really did find that lucky 4-leaf clover here on the hill, then... well, that's why it's probably better that she didn't find that last angel. It's better to have one last something to look for.
見つけた
Yuki yelled out.
幸福の四つ葉打ち取ったり。
本当だ。
Yuki plucked the 4-leaf clover, the symbol of good luck. The golden angel that is worth a prize all on its own. Yuki laughed as she held the clover up to the sky.
見つかると思わなかった。結構簡単に見つかるんだね。
お前が見つけようとするからだ。
だって見つけたくなるじゃん。
見つけたくなるか。
うん。幸福を呼ぶと言われる葉があったとしたら、人はそれを探すだろう。人ってそういうもんだよ。
でもその葉が見つかってしまえば。
そうだね。その葉が見つかってしまったら、この遊びは終わりになるね。
なんでそうなるんだよ。
だってさ、遊びには終わりがあるから遊びなんだよ。
そんなことない。
そんなことあるだろ。夕方になってさ、帰りのチャイムが鳴ったら帰らなきゃならないんだよ。それが遊びの終わりの知らせ。
だったら帰りのチャイムを壊せばいい。
まためちゃくちゃな。それ単純なテロじゃん。チャイムがなきゃ夕方は夜になってさ、どっちにしてももう遊ぶことはできないよ。暗闇の中では影踏みも砂遊びも石蹴りもできない。日が沈めば終わらなきゃいけない。終わらないと。
ユキ。
ユキさん。
これからさ、ちゃんと幸せになるんだよ。二人とも。
Well, God, I fucking hope so.
ふざけるな。
I mean, a bunch of people died for that.
そんな身勝手なこと言うな。
身勝手かな。
当たり前だ。勝手に消えて勝手にいなくなるやつにそんなこと言う権利があんのかよ。
勝手に消えていくやつか。あんただって長らく消えてたじゃん。
でもちゃんと俺は戻ってきた。俺はちゃんとここに戻ってきた。
だからさ、それはヒーローだからさ。そういうのヒーロー特権って言うんだぜ。私はヒーローじゃない。だからさ、ほら見なよ。もう日が暮れる。
Why do we have to zoom into like one pixel, just zoom out into the sky? What kind of transition is that?
お遊びの時間は終わりだよ。
ユキ、お前。
終わり。遊びの時間はもう。あ、そろそろ。
Yuki closed her eyes. I could do nothing as I watched her. Yuki had walked alongside me every day till now. Yuki had walked alongside me as we climbed this hill. Once I left this hill, it would be over.
そろそろお腹減らない？
Wait, what?
お腹減った。
そろそろ遊びの時間も終わりにして飯食いに帰ろうぜ。
ユキ。
何ともさね。
このまま家に帰るの？
なんで？当たり前じゃん。
つうか腹減るの？
だから仏壇にはご飯が置かれてるんだろうが。
いや、そういう問題じゃなくて。
ほら帰ろうぜ。
帰ろう。
Yuki started running. Hasuki chased after her. I was a little shocked, but I walked after them anyway. The three of us started to walk down the hill. We walked down this hill which is closer to the sky than anywhere else. The three of us walked down the hill together.
たくん、遅いぞともさね。ほら、急ぐ。
あ、ダメですよ。ユキさん、とも兄さん抱きしめすぎです。
This is not the harem that Tomosane wanted.
わかった。
わかりますよ。見えてないとでも思ってるんですか？
なんだよ。見えるのかよ。
当たり前じゃないですか。私はさなみの血を引く人間ですよ。
そんなのオカルトじゃん。
オカルトかどうかなんて知りません。っていうか、ユキさん胸を押し付けるのやめてください。
って言いながら、葉崎、何お前抱きついてるんだよ。
Oh, you can tell?
私は兄弟だからいいんだもん。
Okay, now wait a minute.
なんだよ。葉崎ちゃん独り占めは良くないな。
独り占めも何もありません。だいたいユキさんなんてたたりみたいなもんなんだから、あんまりとも兄さんに近づくと体調悪くなるかもしれないです。
うわ、ひどい。それ幽霊差別発言だぞ。
知りません。だいたい私知ってるんです。
いた。
とも兄さん、ユキさんとエッチなことしましたよね。
Wasn't it technically ourselves? Like, or ourselves, excuse me?
さなみの血舐めないでください。たく、ユキさんいい加減成仏してください。
What the fuck?
それこそサナミ関係ないじゃん。つうか最終的にサナミに何の力もなかったじゃん。
Yeah, where's all this Naruto shit coming from?
それでも私にはあるんです。と言いますか、幽霊なんだからとも兄さんに取りつかないでください。
そんな釣れないな。
いろいろ感謝してますけど、私はとも兄さんを寝取るような幽霊は嫌いです。
寝取るも何も、ともさねは誰のものでもないがな。
いいえ、とも兄さんは私のものです。
なんだよそれ、インモラルだな。
幽霊とエッチなことするよりマシです。
Jesus.
あのさ、これって
何ですか？
いや、なんでお前がユキと会話してるの？
ユキさんが見えるからだよ。
なんで見えるの？
そう、見えるものは見えるんだもん。
なんだ、葉崎ちゃんまで脳の不具合か？
知りません。とりあえずユキさん、今度とも兄さんとエッチなことしたら殺しますからね。
死んでるがな。
2度殺します。
007だがな。
やめろ葉崎。
なんだよ、ここまで助けてやったのに。葉崎ちゃんひどいぞ。
ってユキも引っ張るな。
Hasuki and Yuki were both giggling by now, and pulling me in opposite directions. On one side was my sister, excuse me. On the other side was a ghost, or maybe a hallucination. I don't get it. I guess that's not going to be explained. Then Yuki said something.
脳内彼女とかすげえじゃん。年取らないんだよ。いつまでも可愛いユキちゃんなんだよ。
うるさいです、幽霊のくせに。
幽霊だって人権はあるんだぞ。
そんなのあるわけありません。そんなの二次元に人権があるって言ってるのと変わりません。
Wait, they don't?
何も。
The sun fell in the sky, and a waning moon rose far off in the distance. A perfectly ordinary world. A perfectly ordinary life. If that's what you want to call it. Could you call this ridiculous life we're living ordinary? No.
葉崎ちゃん、いい加減彼氏とか作りなよ。そんなブラコンじゃ不健全だよ。
I mean, yeah, she's got a point.
幽霊の人に言われたくはないです。
幽霊の方が不健全ではないよ。
それは非常識です。ボタン灯籠の話とかあるじゃないですか。だいたい死者との恋愛なんてうまくいくわけがありません。
あれはね、古い時代だからさ。今だと事情も変わるんだよ。
そんな理由で変わられても困ります。あんまりユキさんが近づくとタモ兄さんの生命力が衰えます。
なんだよ、世の中には守護霊とかいるじゃん。
そんなものはオカルトです。
I'm pretty sure talking about ghosts is already solidly in the realm of superstition.
だいたい遠距離恋愛は長続きしないってネット知恵袋に書いてありました。
I mean, statistically, yes.
はあ、ゆとり世代はこれだから。論語の中で孔子先生も言ってたよ。本当に好き合っていたら距離なんて気にならないって。
死者と生きてる人間じゃ距離ありすぎます。
愛はその距離すら超えるんだよ。
非常識です。
Neither do you. Even after Dad's memorial ceremony ended, Yuki never disappeared. Haseki and I were the only ones who were ever able to see her. Haseki doesn't have to go to the hospital like I do, but the doctors would probably diagnose her with PTSD resulting from brain damage she suffered at the time of her fall. We don't actually know why Haseki and I can see Yuki. We don't know if she's a ghost or just a hallucination. Regardless, the two of us can talk with her, play with her, and even laugh along with her. We don't know how long it'll last. These happy times could even end tomorrow. But the same statement applies to everything in our lives. The Yuki in front of me could disappear any moment. And in truth, that same anxiety extends to every existence in this world. So I won't think about it anymore. The road that leads endlessly up the hill, the peak that lies foggy in the distance. It's just like our own journey through the world. There's no use worrying about what lies at the peak. We have only to enjoy the journey up the slope. Is that it? I feel like that's it. Are we done? I think we are. We got some music coming in that we've never heard before. Come on. Show us some credits. Oh god. Okay, yeah, I think these are some credits. And some, somewhat loud music. Yep, those are some credits. Alright. Well, I didn't think an epilogue would be that long. And plus, from the direction that it was taking, it didn't seem like it was going to be that long of a after story. So I guess the assumption here is that Yuki, I guess, is just a hallucination. She's not the personality in Takuji's head. Or not Takuji, goddammit, Tomosane's head. Which is interesting. I guess that just won't be explained. They can both understand exactly what she's saying. They both can see exactly what she's doing, where she's at. I don't exactly understand that. This music is really loud and it's distracting, but I guess that's the only unexplained part here. I don't know if there's really any other quote-unquote plot holes or just any lasting questions there. I'm gonna go with the assumption that everybody just jumped off the roof following the lovely occult believings of Takuji and just fucking died. I guess it was just a disaster of some sort. I don't really know if there is anything else we can find out about that. But wow, what a turn of events. This actually turned into a happy ending. I'm kind of at a loss of words. I'm pretty sure there's something I want to say, but I just can't come up with it. What a ride, I suppose. I know that there's another ending at least. There actually might be maybe even more. But I don't really know what else to expect. I don't know if the story will completely change from the other choice, and if any other choices come up along the way. But this is our first concrete ending. I'm assuming this is a concrete ending of the story that we can receive. And whether it's canon or not, still, what a fucking ride. I'm still very shocked with the direction that the story took in many places. And really just these last few chapters have been nuts. They've been absolutely crazy, especially Jabberwocky 1, you know, that did it for me. You know, number one story, I would have to say. Maybe Takuji's story would have to be up there as well, because there's just so many realizations that you make from Yuki's story, Takuji's story, and maybe even, yeah, especially Takashima's, because you find out about the whole personality thing. It's even hinted at in her chapter. So for it all to kind of come together in Jabberwocky 1 and everything that leads up to understanding that Takuji is actually flat out dead and is quote-unquote haunting Tomosane, which I guess that will never be explained either. Who knows what the fuck's going on there. It's all really crazy. I have no complaints. I thought this was awesome, and I can't wait to see what the other ending or endings show, if they're different results or different stories or whatever. I'm excited to see what goes on there. This music is still very distracting. It's not helping in trying to make sure that I'm talking about everything. I don't know what else in terms of questions I have anymore, because a lot of them did get answered. The story has kind of, you know, flattened to a resolve or conclusion or whatever, with all the questions and curiosity bits getting cleared up somewhat. I guess if anything, I'm just confused as to, you know, what else is going to be going on at the school going forward. Like, are they going to have to, like, close down while they, you know, clean up the fucking bodies at the bottom of Building C? What's going to go on there? What was the official statement? That's what I'm really curious about. And what happened that allowed Tomosane to come back? Was it really just Takuji completing his goal? Was it really just that? I'm very unsure about that one. And also, I brought her up in the last session, but Ayana, we haven't seen any more of her here. Will she come up again in one of these other endings? I think somebody told me in the comments that her mystery will eventually get figured out, and I would assume at this point that's the last big mystery that this story has to tell, unless something else comes up in the other ending or endings. I don't know. So let's see what we got going on in here. I will assume that no other crystals will have activated, except for that one which actually says Hill of Sunflower. So that's our epilogue. So we only have one more shard then in the middle. Actually, nope, wait, there's two. There's the one in the middle and in the bottom right. So these little shards here are the epilogues, I'm assuming. So by that logic, we have two more endings to go through. So looks like we'll be jumping back into Jabberwocky. Don't worry, I still have the save. We'll make the other choice. We'll get an epilogue. I think somebody actually did say in a comment that the true ending or secret ending or whatever will be unlocked. So I guess we should be expecting two more endings and maybe something extra. I have no idea. So, shit, there might not really be a lot going on unless the other choices that we'll be making really lead to a lot of differences, which therefore would result in more episodes. I don't know what to expect. I really don't. But needless to say, there absolutely is an end in sight now that we have reached a conclusion of this game. I'm still speechless. I'll try to get my thoughts together for the next time we go through the credits. But thank you guys for watching this episode a little longer than I wanted to, but at least we got all that epilogue in one nice episode. So if you enjoyed this one, make sure you leave a like, subscribe, any of that other fancy jazz, and I'll see you guys in the next one, where we will jump back into Jabberwocky 1 to choose the other choice that we were given. I'll see you guys then. Take it easy.